of a crazy thing to do, to come to a comedy show. Because if you think about it, a show is 90 minutes? You're going to hear 3 jokes a minute, something like that. That's 270 jokes. Are you guys, okay with that? Just for context, imagine if tonight you were just hanging out with a friend and they were like, hey, do you want to hear 270 jokes? You'd be like, well, I think that's a war crime. What are the jokes about? He's like, me, mostly. Observations about my body. Dude, if you were hanging out with somebody and they were like, you want to hear a joke? You'd be like, fuck. I mean, if you have to. By the time they got to joke number 6, you'd be like, okay, is everything all right at home? You just told me 6 jokes. Are you getting a divorce? Oh, and to set expectations, a lot of comedians like to end on their best joke, not me. Because then you're not going to remember anyway. People just, nobody remembers the end of speeches. They just remember the beginning. Do any of you guys remember how the Gettysburg Address ends? No, right? You have no idea. I bet it's because Lincoln fizzles. He starts out all hot, 7 years ago, and then by the end he's like, who's dating? Anybody dating? You guys fucking back there? I'm the president. Oh, other housekeeping. If I am offensive at any point, I sincerely don't mean to be. It's just that you don't know who's offended by what, and everyone's sensibilities are so different. Sometimes my grandparents will come to a show and they're like, you shouldn't curse. And I'm like, why? And they're like, because that's what immigrants do. And I'm like, oh, okay.